Hey y'all, Brady at West Louisiana Bee Farm. I wanted to put together a little video from an idea that I got through one of my own failures, but some advice came through from Stephanie Robichaud, I think is how the name is pronounced. I'll put the name down in the description when I get the video done. Let me show you what I'm doing. Y'all, a video where I screwed up with this particular top bar hive, or Sam Comfort hive, with a swarm that I caught in a bucket last week, and they absconded. So what I have done, I'm taking some old comb, okay, and I was told by Stephanie that you skewer the comb, and then you place the old comb in here before you put your bees in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this nuke and I'm going to take the frames out, dump the frames into this box. Now I'm going to have down here, I'm going to have my queen excluder so that the queen can't get out the bottom. But this time, I'm going to leave her in there several days. I'm going to give her some time to lay some eggs in this comb. That way, pretty well guarantee she's not going to leave that brood. But I'm going to also leave the bottom open so that all the forager bees, the worker bees, can come back to here, because I'm going to leave... I'm going to leave the frames with the brood in there, and they'll come back. Of course, forager bees, they'll revert back to being nurse bees when they see the need is there. So I'm going to let them come back, and they can make a new queen out of this box, and then the old queen is going to go to this box, and we're going to start a comfort hive here. I'll let you know how it goes. By the way, this guy right here, me and him had problems a while ago. You can see I destroyed his home down there. So anyway, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm actually going to show you, try to show you how I'm doing this. That way you'll know. It's really soft today, the comb, because it's so warm. It's probably in the 80s anyway. Anyway, the comb's just a little bit soft. It's also pretty old. So all I'm doing is I'm actually squishing it into the comb. And this is all natural comb. There's no foundation in it. And then I just kind of form it around the skewer. Doesn't have to be pretty. Whatever they don't like, they'll fix or get rid of. I just need a few of these cells down here for her to lay in. They're going to have to do a lot of cleaning up. It's going to take them a few days just to clean it all up and get it ready for her. Some of them, you know, I don't know how picky she'll be, but anyway, that's what I'm doing. Then I'm just going to place the skewer into the box. I'll show you that. Okay. And that's it. Just like that. Okay, I'll be back with the rest. Looks like I've got everything that I'm gonna need. Had a little issue with my tripod there, so I can't move the camera around a lot or I'm gonna drop my phone. And I'm gonna have to run through this pretty quick because it has suddenly gotten very cloudy, still, and warm. So I'm going to run through this as quick as I can. I got a hole on top of the tile for my sugar water, and I also have a hole inside this Reflectex. My mind went blank. All right, now we're gonna start getting the bees. I'm gonna start moving them over here. I will be looking for the queen so that I can cage her as well. Have that hive tool. Now I'm not going to do anything until I find the queen. I'm just going to look for her. Once I get her caged, then I'll start moving bees. And first frame, I found her. Try to do this where you can see it, kind of. Got so many bees in there, I can't tell if I got her. Oh yeah, she's in there. I'm just going to set her right here for now. Actually, I'm going to set her right here for now. All right, here we go. One. Frame number 2. get a few more of these off of here. Take a phone call. Got bees buzzing around, people wanting to talk on the phone. Look at that. All right, here we go. That'll be a big bump. All right. Now, woo, they is upset. Putting the frames back in this box. I'm going to check it for eggs first. Oh yeah, there's plenty of brood in here. Plenty of eggs, all brood of all stages. A little bit of drone comb, not very much. Hope you guys can hear me over there. Interestingly enough, the bees are just bumping me. They're not really acting like they want to do anything right now. Got a little bit of honey in here. So I think they're going to be okay on their own without their queen. I'm going to put the lid on this one. Okay. I'm going to come back and feed them in a little bit. Let's see if these guys are... Okay, I am not a big fan of a brush, but I do have one. And right now, it's going to come in handy a little bit. Alright, what I'm going to do to help the bees find the queen, I know the nurse bees will start going in there once they smell her. The other bees, it'll kind of be iffy on them. Good job. Trying to pick this up. Okay. trying to get them all kind of moving around a little bit. I think I'm going to put another stick on this side. Okay, let me just show you real quick what I've got. I've got a crooked comb. I've got 3 boxes here. They all have skewers in the top. What I did is I've got the queen cage under the top box, queen excluder, and right now I've got it propped up so that the bees can find their way in there up to her. Now the queen can't get out through the excluder, so once I let her loose, I've got to put the lid on pretty quick, and I'd really like to get a lot of these bees off of here before I do that, because I don't want her flying out. So let me see what I can do. I'm just going to see if she'll walk out onto that comb by herself. There she comes. See if she takes to it. Yes. Okay, keep an eye on her. We got minimal injuries and deaths. So check my feeder out. Make sure this stops leaking. Insert it. Looks like it's going to be good. So, there will be a follow-up video in a couple of days. Bye for now. So about 5 minutes has lapsed since we put the queen and the bees in that box over there. This is the box where they came from. As you saw, I knocked all the bees, 98% of the bees off of each frame. So I want you to see what's happening. Got bees on the lid. I even knocked the bees out of the box. But as you can see, it's kind of filling back up. And there will be enough bees in here, hopefully, to keep all the brood warm. And in a couple of weeks, we'll have a new virgin queen. There's plenty of brood in this thing, plenty of it. So there'll be a follow-up on this as well. Hey y'all, I appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, like and share the video. Thanks a lot. Bye.